Hey, Nick Supik, Century 21. Hope you're doing well today. Wanted to talk to you about negotiating strategies to get the best price when you are purchasing a home. So, if the best price is your ultimate, desire, you know, you generally have to give up something else. Like that's just reality, right? And so when I say that, to get the best price, when a seller just think about if you are selling your home, what are you looking at? You're looking at the best, whoever. If you have multiple offers presented in front of you, you're going to look at a couple different things. You're going to say, okay, where's the money coming from? Are they paying cash? Are they getting a loan? And then if they're getting a loan, what kind of loan? Is it an FHA, a VA, a conventional private lender? What kind of financing is it? And the loan, if there is no cash offer involved, like, so if you want the best price, cash generally is going to, it's going to give you if you have the money in your bank account, you're going to have the opportunity to get the best price. And then the next step is getting the best prices, having less contingencies. And that's why cash, the only reason why cash is a better option is because there's less contingencies. There's you could have an appraisal done. Generally speaking, they don't have an appraisal done because they're willing to pay that for it. So if you would pay cash but then make it contingent on an appraisal, you're now pretty much in line with a financing, or at least a conventional financing, somebody putting 20% down or more. So if you're in a financing scenario and you have a conventional buyer, or versus somebody that's a VA or FHA, and we only talk about VA and FHA because they just have a little different hurdles. And hurdles is a different appraisal process where the appraiser can bring up conditions of the property that need to be met. And conditions of the property, we're referring to, condition of the home itself. So, hey, is it in disrepair? So does it need repair? So if it needs repair, the appraiser may call it out. Depends on what it is. If it's basically a safety related issue, or there's FHA, VA guidelines. If it's in one of those guidelines, they're going to call it out because they can reference a guideline and, hey, it needs painted, or it needs, some wiring work, or it needs, if they see something deficient, that's visibly deficient, they can ask for a professional to come in and, review and repair it. And that's at the homeowner's expense. So again, if you are, how to get the most when selling your home, if you have to make repairs, are you getting the most, right? So cash then becomes a more viable option. And so when getting the best price, when you're negotiating as the buyer, you don't have to have cash, but cash is going to put you in that position versus financing. And then contingencies from inspections. I can speak to myself. When I sold a house, my own home, my own residence, we had multiple offers. And in those offers, there was offers that were for more money, but had more contingencies, more inspections involved. So my wife and I actually accepted a lower offer. It had less contingencies. There was no appraisal. There was financing involved, but there was no appraisal contingency, and there was no inspection contingencies. So now it was as close to a sure thing as you can get, other than cash, no inspections. And there was a very fine line difference between those two at that point in time, because the buyer was fully approved, and it actually closed in 3 weeks. So because there was less contingencies, we didn't actually take the best price. So I hope that resonates with you in understanding the negotiating strategies. There is no other aha moments of negotiating. There might be somebody that says they're a slick negotiator. It really comes down to black and white, what's written down at the end of the day. Trying to give somebody some love story in a letter, saying, "Oh, we love your house." Like, that's not a negotiating strategy. I just hate to tell you that, but it's not. So if you want to talk more about the best way to negotiate for you when it comes to buying or selling your house, give me a call. you can go to my website, nicksupik.com or nicksupikhomes.com. And I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Have a blessed day.